Did you know Missouri state income tax is in some situations automatically linked to your federal tax returns? And that means Washington, D.C.'s tax decisions hit our state's budget directly. Hi all, this is State Representative Stephanie Hein with a quick update for the week in Jefferson City. Here's what you need to know. I want to take a few minutes to explain exactly how the Republicans' one big beautiful bill, or let's just call it the big bill for short, would drain funding from our state's budget and why you should be concerned. Most people don't realize this, unless you're a CPA, of course, but Missouri's state income tax is directly tied to the federal tax system. Here's how it works. When you fill out your Missouri tax return, you start by taking your federal adjusted gross income, the same number you report to the IRS. Missouri also uses the federal standard deduction, which reduces your taxable income even more. So when Congress passes big federal tax cuts, especially for higher earners, it automatically shrinks Missouri's tax base. Let's look at some examples of how the Republicans' one big bill will impact Missouri's revenues. 1. Raising the federal standard deduction by $1,000 for single filers and $2,000 for joint filers will cost Missouri an estimated $124 million in lost revenue. 2. Creating a new deduction for motor vehicle loan interest will reduce federal adjusted gross income, which means it will also lower the adjusted gross income on your Missouri tax forms and trigger $46 million in additional lost revenue for the state. 3. Exempting tips and overtime income from federal tax hits above the line, so to speak, reducing taxable income and the adjusted gross income, causing another $259 million drop in state revenue. 4. Boosting the state and local tax, commonly known as the SALT deduction cap, from $10,000 to $40,000 means more deductions that impact the federal adjusted gross income, costing Missouri even more. But folks, it doesn't stop there. The Republicans' one big bill also slashes Medicaid funding and shifts new SNAP costs to Missouri. This will put even more pressure on our state's budget as we scramble to fill federal gaps with less money to do so. That means less money available for our public schools and childcare infrastructure, fewer dollars to maintain roads and bridges, and more risk of budget shortfalls and cuts that hurt working families. Now, I understand, we all could use a tax break, but the Republicans' one big bill isn't just about federal policy and the federal budget, it also impacts Missouri's budget in a significant way. Worse yet, it doesn't provide meaningful tax relief to those who need it the most. And let me tell you, it is anything but beautiful. Thanks for watching and taking time to learn how this really works. Stay engaged, stay informed, and as always, reach out if you have any questions or concerns. See you soon.